None of the wars had resolved either of the two basic causes of continuing conflict: land and Palestinian rights. While on this visit to Jerusalem, I also had a personal taste of how the Israeli-Palestinian relationships had changed since my earlier tours. As usual, I got up quite early and began a jog around the Old City, in East Jerusalem and beyond, an intriguing route of ancient sites and steep hills. I was accompanied by an American Secret Service agent and two young Israeli soldiers who insisted on leading the way. We proceeded from our hotel to the Jaffa gate, then turned north around the outside of the ancient walls. As we were running eastward alongside the Jericho Road, I saw a group of elderly Arab men sitting by the curb, reading their newspapers. The sidewalk was almost empty and wide enough for us to pass easily, but one of the soldiers cut way to the right and knocked all of the newspapers back into the faces of his startled readers. Some of the papers fluttered to the ground. I stopped to apologize to the old men, but they could not understand me. Then I told the soldiers either to let me run alone or not to treat anyone else in a belligerent manner. They reluctantly agreed, insisting that one could never tell what was being hidden behind newspapers. This was a sharp demonstration of our different perspectives. It became increasingly clear that there were two Israels. One encompassed the ancient culture and moral values of a Jewish people, defined by the Hebrew Scriptures, with which I had been familiar since childhood, and representing the young nation that most Americans envisioned. The other Israel existed within the occupied Palestinian territories, with policies shaped by a refusal to acknowledge and respect the basic human rights of the citizens. Even the more optimistic believed that militants would inevitably become active on both sides as settlements expanded and Jews and Arabs struggled for the same hilltops, pastures, fields, and water.